back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and go ahead and hit that share button. Okay, today we're going to be talking about what does a woman's piercings mean. Now, when it comes to piercings is going to be the same as tattoos. It's not necessarily the art. It's where you're getting the art and who you want to see the art. Now, when it comes to piercings and tattoos, the similarity are, it's a rush. The more piercings, the more pain a person has went through life. The less piercings, the less pain and more experimental it has been to get piercings. Now, when it comes to piercings, a lot of piercings are also done in tribes and other ethnic groups as part of their rituals. But the piercings that we're going to be talking about today are going to be the piercings that we see every day when we walk around in day-to-day life. So today, I'm here to teach you and show you what they mean, what a person is trying to tell you, especially a woman, before you even say a word to her. Now, when it comes to piercings, chances are most people that get piercings already have a tattoo. So they already have experienced some form of pain. This is just a new experiment of getting the dopamine release that they actually are questing for. So we're going to start off with the first form of piercings, which is going to be the ears and the nose, the outside of the nose. Typically, when it comes to this type of piercing, this is a common cosmetic piercing amongst all race and nationalities of people. Men are going to get these piercings and women are going to get these piercings. It's not necessarily anything to even analyze that much. But for the most part, when it comes to earrings, just these two ears, and it comes to the nose right here on the outside, this is a typical piercing. Not really expressing anything, but young, experimental. Chances are, if you got both of your ears pierced, you're going to go the rest of your life with both of your ears pierced. Now, I used to wear earrings back in the day. I have both of mine pierced, but I haven't worn earrings in about 5 to 6 years. So it is a common thing amongst people. Now, we're going to get into the tongue ring, the eyebrow ring, the inside of the nose pierce where it looks like a bull, and gauges. All of these are going to fall under the same category. Daddy issues. All right? Now, you have to realize, when it comes to tattoos, a lot of girls that get tattoos to experiment, be young, feel free for a little bit, but they'll get them in places to where they can hide and cover them up because they really don't want to say anything or force any beliefs onto anyone. They're just, it's cute, something to do. But when it comes to piercings, especially facial piercings, outside of the common piercings of the ears and the nose, and it gets extended into gauges, and then you're getting the inside of your nose pierced, and then you're getting your tongue pierced, and then you're getting your eyebrows pierced, those are daddy issues. These are girls that are lashing out. They're trying to gain attention but feel different at the same time. Piercings, when they're worn on the outside, is a conversation starter. So a lot of women who don't believe that they're smart or don't believe in themselves, they would get piercings as conversation starters. It's the same thing with tattoos. A lot of girls get tattoos in places for people to see them. It gives them attention and they're conversation starters. But when it comes down to piercings, it's more of a conversation starter because there's more things that are sensitive to the flesh. Getting a piercing in your tongue is totally different than getting a tattoo. Getting a piercing through your lip is totally different than a tattoo. It's a different type of pain. Stretching your earlobes out is a different type of pain. The more problems a person has faced in life, the more of that pain becomes a rush. And then they release dopamine to it. So what's pain to one person because they're not used to it is actually satisfaction to another. This is what's happening with women in piercings. It's a form of satisfaction, it gains attention, and it's a conversation starter to show how strong they are. Understand, they want somebody to say, ooh, did that hurt? Or what made you get that? Or What's up with this? What's up with that? Piercings go a little bit deeper because it's not something that you can just stop immediately. Once you start getting a piercing, you have to go all the way through it. So it's a little bit more sensitivity when it comes to piercings. But the daddy issue piercings, the tongue, the gauges, the inside of the nose to look like a bull in the eyebrow, will all be worn all day long and to be seen as conversation starters because they're weaker women in the inside. There's no daddy around. Them and their mom has fought a lot. They don't know where they're going. When you sit down and deal with women like this, they're normally easy girls to get in bed. They normally smoke cigarettes and weed. They normally party it up. There's no guidance around them. Those are the only girls that are gonna get that. The ones who have no type of role models whatsoever and no daddy around to correct them will always get those piercings. Next, we're gonna go into the bodily piercings. Now, we're gonna start talking about deeper issues now, because now we're going into the nipples, the vagina, the weird spots on the wrists, the little piercings inside the eye right here, outside of your normal piercing where things just start getting very extensive with the piercings. Now you got big loops inside your ear getting stretched out. That is a full-fledged form of depression. Most people that are going to get these type of piercings already have a lot of tattoos. They're already in love with that rush. When a woman starts getting her vagina pierced and her nipple pierced, those are sensitive parts on her body that she's willing to embrace pain onto. That shows you exactly how much pain that she's going through inside, that she's willing to put a needle to the most sensitive parts of her body in order to feel the pain. Remember, I told you in the tattoo video, you have people out there that are suffering from depression so bad, but they just feel like they have to take their own life and do it. And they do that. But then you have people that's under that same depression. They just can't see themselves taking their life. So they put themselves in position to constantly get pain, receive pain. You have girls out there that start fights with men, right? Knowing the man, they're gonna push him to where that man hits them. And when that man hits them, we see this a lot in the hood. And a man and a woman getting in a fist fight and fighting each other. No cops are called. She doesn't look at it as domestic violence, and they go home as a happy family. It's dysfunctional, but in the black community, we see this a lot. Why? Because she just wanted him to hit her so she could feel the pain. You have people out there that are taking these needles and poking them in certain parts of their body to get that rush, just to feel that pain, that high. Because most women that are gonna get these bodily piercing and excessive piercings are not right in the brain. A lot of people are gonna have a lot of tattoos and a lot of piercings, but they're also gonna be a lot of drug addicts. They're gonna be depressants. They're gonna be people that have a lot of issues, because I told you, it's not about the art. It's not what piercing, what type of ring she's putting on or what type of tattoo they're getting. It's where they're getting it, why they're getting it, and what's the point. It's to get that rush, that dopamine rush going inside their body. See, when you don't know how to express your feelings and your emotions, you'll take it out on yourself. That's what people do. They beat themselves up. They hurt themselves. A lot of people that care about themselves, they get up, go to the gym, they eat healthy. The people that don't care, they know they eating bad food, but they continue to eat it. They don't care if they get fat. They don't care if they get out of shape, because their neurological system says, you know what? When you eat McDonald's, I'm gonna give you 20 shots of dopamine. Go ahead and eat that burger, because if you eat that salad, man, I'm not gonna give you no dopamine releases on that salad. You're gonna have to eat 1,000 salads before I start giving you a shot of dopamine. But being that you wanna eat that burger every day, go ahead, I'm gonna give you a dopamine shot for that. It's the same thing when it comes to these women and piercings. They get addicted to that rush, because their dopamine starts releasing more, releasing more, releasing more. You smoke a cigarette and smoke weed. Weed's gonna give you way more dopamine releases. But being that a lot of women cannot smoke weed and work, they smoke a lot of cigarettes just to get those little dopamine releases to add up. But when it comes to these piercings and tattoos, those are instant rush because they're done to the most sensitive part of the body. It's just addictive as drugs, but they're not even addicted to the art. They're just addicted to the pain. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully I was able to answer your questions about women and piercings. Remember, it ain't what they getting pierced. It ain't what they getting tattooed. It's where they getting it and why they want someone to see it. This is Anthony Spade. Hit that subscribe button. Hasta la vista.